So the first thing I'm going to do is show you exactly how to set up a mobile apps campaign specifically for Google AdWords. So first thing you're going to want to do is click on the campaign button here and click on display network only. Now the next step is Google wants us to select a marketing objective. So what we'll actually do is we'll type in mobile app example and we will select no marketing objective. So it'll change the settings here, and we will select ads in mobile apps. So go ahead and click that. Now, as you can see, it has changed the settings for the options for our campaign setup. A lot of people will select their operating system targeting and even device targeting. Here, don't worry about that. I will show you an easier way, that in my experience drives more traffic. So we'll just skip that. We do want to advertise in the United States, and just for the example, we'll say $10 per day. So go ahead and select next. Now, as you can see, we now have mobile app categories, and as you can see, that it's saying that we have 800 to 850 million devices. That's for the Apple, Google, and Windows phones. So if you wanted, you could drill down into categories and say you wanted to only advertise on comics. It'll update and show you the estimated volume for that. So another option you have is to actually search for specific apps. So for example, say that I wanted to advertise specifically on a brand new popular app called Jelly Jump. So what I do is I type in Jelly Jump here and I would search for it. Now the problem is, and the ironic thing is Google's search in AdWords is horrible. Now there's a few reasons for that. The first is a lot of apps like to be considered unidentified, and so they don't allow the ad networks to actually show their exact app name. So for example, I just typed in Jelly Jump, and as you can see here, we got Jelly Jelly Crush, which is the first result, and you can see that Jelly Jump isn't listed here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a sneaky way that I like to use to actually find these unidentified apps. So now we're in the Google Play Store, and as you can see, this is the app that I was talking about, Jelly Jump, and you can see that it is number 10 in the top free games currently, and it's on the rise. So this would be an excellent opportunity to advertise specifically in this app, as we know it gets more and more popular. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and click on Jelly Jump here, and as you can see down at the bottom here, the game already has 5 million to 10 million downloads, which is pretty good. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot higher than that because this only updates every week or so, and this thing's been on the rise quite a bit. At any rate, what we'll want to do next is, if you take a look at the URL here, you'll say googleplay.com/apps details, but then you'll see this question mark here and then ID equals. So what we want to focus on is the ID equals, which is com.catchapp.jellyjump right here. And what we'll do is we'll copy it to our clipboard, and that's all we need to do. So we'll just take this ID and I'll show you what to do in Google AdWords. So once again, underneath the search all apps, underneath all the apps that were not what we were looking for, we can click on add multiple placements at once. Now what Google allows us to do is that they allow us to add apps based on their ID. So as you can see, we have mobile app 1 and mobile app 2. So what you'll want to know is mobile app 1 is Apple apps, and mobile app 2 is Google Play apps. Now there's also a third, which is mobile app 3, and that's Windows apps, which they don't even list here. So what we'll want to do is we'll type mobile app 2, because it's a Google Play app, and then dash our ID. Oops. So dash our ID. So it'll look just like that. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and click add, and as you can see, it has added the placement Jelly Jump, the exact app we were looking for, and it has even showed us that it estimates that there's 450 to 500,000 devices in the United States with 25 to 30 million impressions a month. Now, I believe Google Display Network only updates these numbers once a month. However, we know that Jelly Jump is on the rise, so these numbers are probably a lot higher. Now, the reason you'd want to advertise on specific apps like this is you can tailor your entire campaign for that specific audience. You know the exact app they're playing on, their exact mindset of what they're doing, so you can tailor your app. You can even give them a welcome landing page as a split test, so like welcome from Jelly Jump or specific coupon codes or whatever for Jelly Jump users, stuff like that.